Namaste and good morning students. Today we are going to start Unit 2 of Grade 8 English. It's me Shiva Aryal to teach you. I think you have already completed Unit 1 of your textbook. In the text 2 you have talked about some more visiting places in Nepal. I am going to start Unit 2. The topic is an expedition. An expedition. Expedition is a noun word. It means a short trip made for a particular purpose. A short trip made for a particular purpose, or a journey undertaken by a group of people with a particular purpose, especially that of exploration, research, or watch. Here, if you are with your textbook, on page number 11, you can see a map of Nepal. With the map of Nepal, there are some more places mentioned. Please locate the district of the places which are mentioned on your textbook. As you are listening to me, I am going to tell the name of the places and you will go simultaneously with me to locate the districts. Here, first of all, I am going to tell the name of the place and you will locate the district and I will tell the name of the district. Okay? Hile. Can you guess in which district is Hile located? I think you are right. I think you can do it, guess it very correctly. It's located in, is it in the eastern part of Nepal? Yeah, it's in Dhankuta. The same, Namche. Namche is also in the eastern part of Nepal, province number 1. It's in Solukhumbu, the district headquarters of Solukhumbu district. The same, Fidim. It's your turn to guess where Fidim is located. I am not going to tell here. It's your turn. The same here is Chandani and Dodhara. Chandani and Dodhara. Is it in the eastern part of Nepal? No. So you are right. You are saying no, you are right. It's in the far western part of Nepal. It's at the bank of Mahakali river in the far western part of Nepal. The same Jiri. Have you ever been to Jiri? No? Okay. It's in Dolakha district. It's in province number 3. Pashupatinagar. Pashupatinagar is too in the eastern part of Nepal, as you have guessed. And here, Gorakhkali temple. Do you know Gorakhkali temple? Oh yes, some of you might have been to Chittagong from Gorkha. So you can guess it very easily. It's in Gorkha. Oh yes, some of you are from Gorkha, so you guessed very easily Gorakhkali temple is in Gorkha district. The same, here is Swargadwari. Can you guess? Yeah, it's one of the very famous holy place in Nepal. It's in Pyuthan district. And finally, I would like to ask you another place. In which district is it located? Can you guess? In which district is Devghat located? Oh yes, it's in Chittor. Now, this day we are going to read the text, A Visit to Godavari. It's our reading text, reading comprehension text for unit 2. It's a dialogue type of reading text, but here is I am alone to read it. So you will also go with me reading on the text. Please listen to me very carefully. Grade 8 students of Hardalakshmi school went for a visit to Godavari in Lalitpur district. They studied about many plants there and enjoyed its scenic beauty. When they returned to school, Srijana, the leader of the visiting team, answered the questions asked by the students who were unable to attend the trip. First of all, Binod likes to ask a question here. Binod, tell us something interesting about Godavari. Here, Srijana replies to Binod, Godavari is a beautiful place situated at the base of a hill full of exotic and local plants varieties. The fern and orchid houses are very popular. The fern house and the orchid house. Here you can see, if you are watching YouTube video, you can see also the photo of fern and orchid houses are very popular. The Japanese garden, which is in the northwestern part of the area, is also sight to see. This lush region is the home of many plants. There are 4 types of oak trees. You can see the tree of oak if you are watching video, or if you are listening to me. A oak is a very big type of plant that grows in the hilly area of Nepal too. There are 4 types of oak trees with their leaves remaining green all the year round. In addition, rhododendron, the national flower of Nepal, wild walnuts, dark chestnuts, and Himalayan maples. You can see the tree of Himalayan maples if you are watching video, are other species found in this garden. As its climate is subtropical, as you know, Nepal's climate is tropical based one in the Tarai, and in the hills subtropical based one. More than 529 species of butterflies. 529 species of butterflies and plants are found in Godavari. Here, another student who was absent during the visit Mamata is going to ask another question. Do you have to write about what you observed in Godavari? Yes, of course. We were asked to write a short report on Godavari's butterflies and animals in April and May. During the New Year period of Nepal, butterflies, many of them gleaming swallow-tailed, flock around beautiful flowers. Godavari is a shelter for over 100 of species ranging from dryabics to blue peacocks. You can see the photo of dryabic butterfly and blue peacock butterfly if you are watching the video. Now there are types of butterflies. Nepal is naturally very rich, and here we can find many different types of plants and animals, including insects too. Now another student, Anju, asked another question. I have heard Godavari is a famous picnic spot as well. Is it true? Srijana replies to her, that's right. Godavari's beauty and plants attract many people who go there to enjoy a picnic. Especially on Saturdays, large group of people gather there for cookouts. Varieties of food items are prepared and served in paper or leaf plates because they are biodegradable. Picnics are often associated with festivals and are a long-standing tradition in Nepal. Picnics have been part of social harmony for centuries. People enjoy eating, participate in dancing, singing, and other fun events at picnic. Here, if you are watching video, you can see a photo of a river, a small river beside the garden, and here people are enjoying a picnic spot. As we know, picnic is a long-standing tradition, that means existing from a very earlier time, for a long time tradition in Nepal, and it creates social harmony, that means in Nepali समाजमा रहेका मानिसहरूको बीचको आपसी सम्बन्ध सुमधुर बनाउने सद्भाव कायम गर्ने काम. It creates social harmony too. And while people go to picnic, during the period they cook themselves, they sing, they dance, and they play many different types of games for fun. So, and they forget all their daily anxieties, and that helps to create social harmony. Yes, Srijana replies. Here another student, Asa. How can we reach there from Kathmandu? How can we reach there from Kathmandu? Srijana replies, Godavari is within easy reach of Kathmandu. Godavari is within easy reach of Kathmandu's ring road. You can take public vehicle, minibus, microbus, and private car or taxi to go there. It means we can reach Godavari from Kathmandu using any type of vehicle. We don't go on foot. We don't have to go on foot. So, very young people as well as very old people can go to Godavari to see the sightseeing as well as to enjoy a picnic. And here is the last student who was unable to attend. Anil is going to ask the question. How do you appeal people to visit Godavari? How would you appeal people to visit Godavari? Here Srijana replies to him, well, visiting places like Godavari provides us with recreation. Here recreation means fun, enjoyment. Recreation and inspiration. Inspiration means motivation, feedback. Here, to study nature. It means Godavari is full of natural resources. So, if we go there, it motivates us to live with nature, to study about nature. And also, while we go there, we can amusement ourselves. We can enjoy the days very fun. And here, we are nature lovers. We are nature lovers, and it is a part of our life. In this sense, Godavari is worth visiting. Here, I would like to add a short note to my dear students that many tourists from all around the world come to Nepal to see the natural resources as well. They are nature lover. We human beings are nature lover. We like to visit new places and learn many things from sightseeing as well visiting the places. Thank you, students. I have completed reading the text. I think you read well. Studied with me. Here I am going to help you to find out some more unfamiliar words from the text. Here I have found, I think you are unfamiliar with these words. I have mentioned here, it's your duty to find out the meaning using dictionary as well as your mobile device, asking with your parents too. Here I have mentioned these words. The first one is scenic, the second one is exotic. Here I am going to give you a clue that exotic is not local, it stands sight, loss, subtropical, swallow, the same shelter, biodegradable, long-standing, harmony, recreation, as well inspiration. These are the unfamiliar words. Here I have told you, or I have asked you to find out the meaning of these words using dictionary too. The same, here I have found some more words of plants. Here, oak, oak, the same, rhododendron, wild walnuts, dark chestnuts, and Himalayan maples, especially mentioned in the text. You may find using English to Nepali dictionary or other dictionaries, Nepali name of these trees too. And I am going to exercise one ways with words. Here are words: exotic, orchid, loss, subtropical, gleaming and drab on one side, and on another side there are meanings, mentioned meanings, but not in proper place. I would like to ask you to read the meaning of these words. Here I am going to help you. The first one is warm temperature, the second one is dull and boring, the third one is strange or unusual and exciting, the fourth one is covered in healthy grass and plants, and the fifth one is a kind of flower, sungala or sunakhari, and the last one is faint in light. Faint in light. I will ask you to complete the exercise within very short moment because we have very short period of time to complete it. I think you have finished it. Let's check it. exotic. Exotic means strange or unusual and exciting. Orchid is a kind of flower. Sungaba, that is a very famous type of flower in Nepal. Lush means covered in healthy grass and plants. Subtropical, warm temperature. Gleaming, faint in light or covered in light. Shining. And drear means dull and boring. Here. And here I have prepared 5 sentences for you to tell which of these are true within very short moment. I am going to tell these sentences as well. I am going to tell these sentences. Please write very fast on your paper. Is the statement true or false? Then I will tell at the last, then check yourself. Godavari is in Lalitpur. Write down, true or false. Godavari is Lalitpur. Godavari is in Lalitpur. Second one, all the students were able to attend the visit. All the students were able to attend the visit. Have you mentioned? The third one, the climate in Godavari is subtropical. Right, true or false, please? The climate in Godavari is subtropical. The fourth one, paper or leaf plates. I mean here in Nepali, हामीले पेपर प्लेट त प्रयोग गरेकै छौं. लीफ प्लेट भनेको चाहिँ हाम्रो गाउँघरमा बनाइने सालको पात गाँसेर बनाइने दुना टपरीलाई लीफ प्लेट भन्छ. Paper or leaf plates are biodegradable. Biodegradable. Right, true or false, please? People don't enjoy at picnics. People don't enjoy at picnics. These are the 5 statements I have mentioned you to write only true. Which are true? I am going to tell which of them are true or false. Godavari is in Lalitpur. That's a true statement. All the students were unable to attend the visit. You don't have to mention because it is a false statement. The climate in Godavari is subtropical. That is true statement. And paper or leaf plates are biodegradable. That's also true statement. And the last one, people don't enjoy at picnics, is a false statement. Dear students, that's the lesson we have prepared for this day. We will visit soon with another lesson. Exercise 2, word with words, and read and answer our homework for you. Please prepare your homework yourselves and stay home and stay safe. Thank you.